Good morning, everyone. Eric here with a real quick Saturday morning weather update. Waking up to a cloudy morning in just about the entire viewing area. Temperatures are in the upper 20s. It's overall a pretty typical January morning. Do want to briefly touch on the threat for just a few spots for a little bit of frozen precipitation as we go into the afternoon today. This radar at 922. Pretty quiet locally. A lot of this blue and pink that has been around from time to time this morning has not been reaching the ground. We have very dry air in place in the lower levels of the atmosphere. In fact, let me back this up. What you're looking at here is a kind of a vertical profile of the atmosphere. And down towards the bottom, this is what we're looking at here. There's a big spread between the green and red lines. That means that the dew point's much lower than the temperature, which means the air is pretty dry, which means precipitation falls into that dry air and evaporates. And so we're seeing a lot of virga on the radar locally this morning. Our small concern for later today, from Route 30 on south roughly, is this area of precipitation back towards Indianapolis and into the Dayton area. The forecast challenge today is how far north does this get as it comes east. The National Weather Service does have a winter weather advisory out until 4 for Columbiana County. I'm not wild about them issuing this, but I'll show you why I'm not wild about it here. Here's the latest run, hot off the press, of the short-range model here. As we go to the afternoon, here's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. There might be a touch of drizzle that with temperatures 30, 31, maybe, in Lisbon, Hanoverton, Salineville, places like that. But it's not going to be much more than drizzle, I think. And again, temperatures aren't going to be like in the mid-20s. They're going to be 30, 31, 32 degrees. So I don't think this is a real high impact thing. If you see precipitation this afternoon, again, it's most likely around and south of Route 30 in Columbiana County, and it only lasts a couple of hours. By 5 o'clock, it's gone. So it's a very borderline situation today. Not real impressed with that threat for any sort of major issues with regards to any freezing rain, freezing drizzle. It'll be a much bigger deal to our southwest. We're talking about a pretty good ice event for the lower Ohio Valley eventually, and then especially back here across the middle of the country. And of course, you know that the Steelers game has been moved to the evening in Kansas City on Sunday, and that's because conditions should not be great, but slowly improving. Look at all the ice storm warnings here in this dark magenta color across the middle of the country. And by 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow evening, temperatures will be getting closer to freezing. Conditions will slowly be improving, but they still won't be great in Kansas City. A lot better than an early afternoon kickoff, though, when they'd have pouring, freezing rain. This is going to be a crippling ice storm for a lot of the middle of the country. And freezing rain advisories extend as far east in nearby as the central Ohio, Columbus area, the nearby suburbs of Columbus as well. And then the Weather Service does have that winter weather advisory for Columbiana County on south. All right, so again, I'm not real impressed with the chances of many impactful issues today. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Be sure you're following meteorologist Andrew DiPaolo. He is on WFMJ Weekend today as we speak. He'll keep you updated for the rest of the morning.